Hello, good afternoon. This is David Soto talking to you, and today I want to introduce you to a very simple strategy that you can begin implementing right away. And just before I show you the strategy, I want to tell you that I've had a lot of people come to me and say, "Can you show me something that's like super easy, super simple to follow?" So this strategy I'm going to show you falls in line with my previous video I made about my trapping the price reverse strategy, right? So, in a nutshell, what we're going to do is you're going to put your charts on a 4-hour time frame, okay? And then we're going to wait for it to go in that direction, either up or down, depending if you have a buy signal or sell signal, it don't matter. But wait until you get the opposite color arrow on the 1-hour chart. Okay, start with a 4-hour chart, and then drop down to the 1-hour chart, wait for the opposite signal, and then we're going to place both a limit order and stop order, either above or below that resistance or support, the arrow on the 1-hour chart. Okay, so that's basically how it works in a nutshell. Now let me show you on the chart in the real life how that works. Okay, so I picked here GBP USD. Okay, and we see here on the 4-hour chart we have a red arrow, the sell. We see that it dropped down, came back up, and dropped again, right? Okay, we do not see any other arrows. So technically it's still in a downtrend, okay? It's more or less riding sideways in a range of market. It's riding up and down, okay? Eventually it's going to drop even more, okay? Whether it's going to go back up again right now, I can't tell you, okay? But let's go to the 1-hour chart. First of all, I'm going to mark this resistance right here on the 4-hour chart. We know that is our high point right there, okay? Now let's go down to the 1-hour chart, and I'm going to show you this on the 1-hour chart, okay? Now we see the price that dropped down and formed a blue arrow. You do not see this on the 4-hour chart, but we know it's there, right? And the price came back up and formed another resistance here. Okay, now if we drop down the 30-minute chart, we're going to see this in a much clearer fashion. Okay, with more arrows to mark our highs and lows. But basically, now this has all happened. I'm looking in the past, right? But let's pretend this is our 4-hour signal, okay, right here. And we're waiting for the price to drop on the 1-hour chart right here, okay? And then once we get the signal here, we're going to place a buy limit pending order up above, okay, and a take profit above this, okay. So what I like to do is I want to find a good place to put the limit order, okay. That is the problem. Right now I'm looking in the past, so this is easy, but let's pretend none of this was here, okay. Now, with this, the price that already dropped here, now we do not have any of this. What we need to look at is, we see the price that dropped right here and formed a support, okay, and then came up and formed a resistance right here. But I want to mark this support, okay. You probably can see it on a 5-minute chart, but I'm not going to mess with that. But we see the support right here, okay. And what I want to do, okay, like I said, pretend these blue arrows these blue candles don't even exist. Okay, I'm going to put a sell limit pending order just below that resistance right here. Okay, and I would go here to new order, and I would change it from market execution to pending, and select sell limit, and then I would choose a price that's a little ways below, which is going to be 1.29. Let's say 1.30. Sorry, 1.30. I don't know. 30. I can readjust that, right? Is that right? 1.30. Okay. And I'm just going to place that for right now. Yeah, it looks perfect right there. Okay. Now I want to put a take profit down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark this support right here where that 1-hour signal is. Okay. And I'm going to put a take profit a little ways above, okay? And I just use this marker right here. It looks like a nice point anyhow. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to choose, oh, sorry. Strike that, reverse it. I already placed a trade. Let me back here and modify, and I'm going to put a take profit at 1.28840. Okay, modify this. Okay, since I already placed a trade, I just modify it. So basically, we have a sell limit here and a take profit here. So what's going to happen is, okay, like I said, this has already happened, so it's easy to look in the past and to see what we could have done, what we should have done. But I'm just telling you, just pretend like we're at this point right now, okay? So you put a sell limit here. Now the price shoots up and goes above, okay? It activates a sell trade here. Then the price goes up. So you're going to have a little bit of drawdown, okay? A few hundred points in drawdown, but eventually, give it some time. You know, it might take 5 or 6 hours, but eventually that price is going to drop. Okay, it's going to drop, 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 and then it's going to boom, hit that take profit. Okay, and it's going to take about 5 or 6 hours for it to open and close. You know, maybe longer, maybe half a day. But the point is that you're not going to have a trade open for days at a time. Okay, using this strategy. Okay, this is the same strategy I use for my trade copy service. Okay, that everybody's making money with. So I wanted to get this video out to you to show you really, really simple how to do it. Now, that's placing a limit order. Okay, let me recap this a little bit. You start with the 4-hour chart. Okay, when you get the 4-hour chart, when you get a signal, wait. It's going to take some time now. You have to be patient. It might take a day or two. Wait for that signal to drop and form the opposite color arrow on the 1 hour. So basically, once you get a sell signal like this on the 4 hour, go ahead and drop down to the 1 hour, but wait until you get a buy signal, okay, the opposite signal on the 1 hour. And then you want to put a limit order. It could be sell limit or buy limit, right? In this particular case, it's a sell limit, okay, because we're going with the overall trend here. Okay, the overall trend is bearish, meaning it's going to drop. If you look at the daily and weekly, or well, daily and weekly, there's weekly had hit a resistance right here, so just pretend there's a red arrow there, but the overall trend is bearish. This is going to be dropping. Okay, I already know this. And so even the 4 hour shows the sell. Okay, so that is what we're looking for. And really, you don't need to look at the daily and weekly, but stick to the 4 hour chart. And when you get the buy signal, put a limit order here, and then a take profit just above where you had the signal on the 1 hour chart. Makes sense? Now, okay, I hope that's clear. Clear as mud, right? Now, eventually this is going to break below, okay, and it's going to keep dropping. Okay, that much I can guarantee, because the long trend is bearish anyhow. So we want to put a sell stop pennant order below this support as well. Okay, so I'm going to drop down to the 1 hour chart so you can see this a little clearer and zoom out a little bit. Now we see here we have a support way down here. Okay, I don't know if the price is going to drop that far, but we see the price that come up right here and form a resistance. I want to mark that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a sell stop below here and a take profit above here. Okay, a little bit opposite of what I just did a few minutes ago, and that's kind of the difference between limit orders and stop orders. And it's going to take some practice, but basically what we're going to do is we're going to put a sell stop just below this line, and I'm going to put it at 1.28. It's a 550. I guess that's good. And take profit, we'll put a little ways above this at 1.28 200. 1.28 200. Place, and boom. Okay, like I said, we got put the sell stop pin order just a little ways below. I probably could drag that down a little bit more. Okay, so you see here it says sell stop, and then right here is TP for take profit. And if we look at the take profit, it's 350 pips in profit, and then right here is also 1160, so 1,160 pips in total profit. Now this is GBP USD. I love GBP in general because you can catch a lot of pips on short movements. So anyhow, this is an effective, super effective strategy to catch a lot of pips, and it's easy to implement, and it's like, I don't want to say foolproof, but it is like almost guaranteed results. Okay, I have a very, very high win rate with this, strategy. So anyhow, I know this is going to take some time to figure this all out, but this is really easy to do. Limit order, stop order, whether it's buy or sell, it doesn't matter, but that's all we're doing here. Okay, start with the 4-hour chart, wait until you get the opposite signal on the 1 hour, then place a limit order. Okay, then you're going to do a stop order on the opposite side of that signal on the 1 hour chart. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Okay, if you have any questions at all about this particular strategy, or any of my other strategies, I don't care, just contact me on Facebook. Okay, there is a link below in the description of this video for my personal Facebook. Please contact me there first. Okay, also there is a link for my private Facebook group, and you can request to join my Facebook group, post any questions or comments in my Facebook group. This way myself or other traders, we can all assist you and collaborate as a team. Okay, so I hope this has helped you a little bit and your understanding of Forex, and please let me know if I can be of assistance. Okay, so thank you and have a wonderful day.